What if I told you that day trading helped me turn this into that? And what if I told you that I can help you do the exact same thing? Come on in.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan. God's plan.
Oh my God,
This is the ones you wanted, right?
Cheeto Puffs.
Yeah.
I mean, are you out of your f***ing mind? Makeup for this morning?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. Now get the f*** out. Wait, let me tell you if it's good. Get the fuck out with love. That's good. That's good. All right, guys. I mean, I tell you guys this all the time, and I'll say it again. Trading does not have to be hard. Trading can be very simple. And in fact, the more simple you keep it, the better the results you're gonna have. And it took me a while to figure that out. Like at first, I used indicators, I used moving averages and all these different lines on my chart. And eventually I started to make decent money from doing that. But the moment that I said, let me simplify everything and make this even more simple, I actually ended up making more money. Now I'm gonna give you two different strategies today. One of them is the not so easy strategy, but still fundamentally correct strategy and will work, or the super easy strategy that's just gonna hyper speed up your process of becoming a profitable trader. You guys can choose. Now, so here's strategy one, the easier strategy, the one that is going to get you there in the shortest amount of time, and that's simple. Join the kingdom. As you guys can see, this was this morning's kingdom win, 1 to 5 hit, something super simple. Look at yesterday's kingdom win. Let's see what we have. Oh, what do you know? 1 to 5 hit, and pretty much was just like that all week long, 1 to 5 hit, and yeah, just kind of never ends. Now, the reason I say join the kingdom is because it's the only place that you can go pay $39.99 per month and copy the best trader to ever do it every single day without having to do any of the legwork, without having to learn and do all the processes that it takes to become a profitable trader, and the mental changes and the depression and the anxiety and all the stuff you go through trying to become a trader. Throw that out the window and just copy the best trader. And again, it's only $39.99, cheapest in the world and the only service that actually has live trading every single day. And just to kind of show you guys what it's been like in there, not for me, but for those of the people who copy me every single day, the thousands of people inside here. As you can see, we got people who get withdrawals from their prop firms, 2,700, something light. Best day trading yet, 3 sessions, 6 minutes of trading, 7K profit. That's cool. Something light. Started FTMO challenge, great story, 3 sessions, 3 trades, 1,500, 125, 1,900. I mean, I could sit here all day literally and just show you today's trades. 740, 475, 2,000. Well, that's more than 2,000. It's 150, 20,000. We could sit here all day. I'm not gonna waste your time showing you guys the proof because it's in the pudding. So you should get a little bit of that. Anyways, yeah, click the link down below, join the kingdom. It's the fastest way to become successful, just by copying. If you guys don't want to do that, then stay tuned and I'll show you guys how to do it on your own, because it is very viable and very possible for you guys to do it on your own too. I'm not saying this is the only way, it's just another option. Now, as you guys know, when I first started trading, and maybe you don't know, but I've told the story multiple times. When I first started trading, I only had a couple $100. A couple $100, threw it in an account, lost it. Did that process over and over again for a couple years, and eventually was able to turn a couple $100 into much more. And in fact, I was able to turn it into a livable lifestyle where I was able to enjoy the finer things in life and not just live a basic life. But I got my Camaro when I was like 19, you know, this is after a couple years of trying. And then I got from the Camaro, I went and got the i8 and the Rolls Royce, and now I'm driving Paganis, Shimaganis, and Laganis all fucking day, anywhere you want. And it happened all from just a few $100, but they don't see what it took to get there. And the fact that I took 2.5 years back testing and trying all these different strategies just to finally realize that the best strategy is the easiest strategy, the most simple strategy that takes the least amount of mental agony to actually put on the chart and do profitably. Now, what I mean by that, and it simply goes back to what I was saying, is keeping things simple, right? And you're not just keeping things simple for the fact that that's what works, but it's because that's what helps you psychologically. Trading is hard psychologically. It really is. It's gonna take a toll on your freaking brain, your mental health. I know a lot of people get depressed from trying to trade, and yeah, it is what it is. It's just, that's what trading is. It's not an easy job, and if it was, everybody would be doing it. But instead, most people are applying at McDonald's, Taco Bell, Del Taco, and all these other places because it is easier to flip burgers with a guaranteed number in your mind every single month of what you're going to make, rather than coming on here and potentially losing money for the week, then making money for the week and going back and forth and trying to become profitable. So keeping things simple made so much sense for me after a while. And it's simple as this. right? What are we gonna do every single morning? I talk about it all the time. We're gonna get up at 6:15, 6:20 a.m. and we're gonna mark charts up. Simple as that. I'm gonna look at the last few hours. I'm not gonna go back and look at yesterday. I'm gonna look at the last few hours. I'm gonna find support. I'm gonna find resistance. Here we have resistance, I mark it up. Here we have support, I mark it up. I'll literally erase this and show you guys exactly what it looks like. We have support, right? So let's mark it. We have support. What is support? Support is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it could be 3 touches with wicks right here, creating a floor. Think about support as the floor. What is resistance? It's a ceiling. It's a ceiling that we're stuck under. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. There's no magical number of touches. 3 will work. 3 touches is enough for me to say this is an accurate resistance or an accurate support. Resistance, support, beautiful. Now what do? Well, we go ahead and put our short position under the support, meaning if price breaks below the floor, we're going to sell. If price breaks above the ceiling, we're going to buy. We can literally sit here and mark up our freaking trades pre-session and have them ready to go. We don't have to make things complicated. We can freaking make things simple and be profitable. Look at that. I already have it marked up. It's not even session yet, and I know exactly where I'm gonna buy, exactly where I'm gonna sell, and now I'm going to dedicate myself the next 30, 40 minutes to watch this freaking market, and if it breaks out one way or the other, I'm gonna take the trade. If it loses, oh well, it breaks out the other way, I'll take another trade. That's it. Can you imagine it being that simple? I don't need any indicators. I don't need a moving average. I don't need 100 different things telling me to buy or sell. All I need to know is if it breaks out to the upside or the downside, I'm gonna take the trade. 6:15, 6:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every morning, US 30 NASDAQ, or if you're trading futures, YM, NQ. Simple as that. And for your guys' info, just so you guys know, if you guys want to get funded instantly, claritytraders.com. Discount code MAMBA is gonna get you 35% off of any of these accounts. Any of them. You want freaking $50,000 to trade with, so you don't have to like take $500 and try to turn it into 50K? Go over here right now, go to order now, put in discount code MAMBA, get 35% off, get yourself a $50,000 account that costs $300 and trade with that. It's even easier. And for those of you guys who want to trade futures, legacyfundedfutures.com. Discount code MAMBA is also gonna get you 25% off. The options are all there. You guys have options. It's 2026. But again, I come back to the point, man, this is simple. Trading is so freaking simple, but yet you make it hard. Uh-oh, price started to break out. What are we gonna do? It's starting to push. We're going to sell this position. We already knew that though. We already knew we were gonna sell it because we marked it up pre-hand and it's there. We're gonna take our sell position. 1 to 5 gets hit. Is that like complicated? Did that like, what exactly about trading or this was complicated? I'm still confused, right? If it would have lost, oh well. Breaks out again, we take another sell. Pushes to the top, we take a buy. That loses, we took 2 losses, we're done for the day. I don't see anything complicated about that. I'm still trying to figure out what was so complicated about marking your chart up, knowing exactly what you're gonna do when it happens, and then taking the trade. Where's the disconnect between keeping it simple and easy to overcomplicating it? Because there's something you're doing that's not this, when this works. And I've been doing this for years and have made millions of dollars doing that, what I just showed you. It's not hard. And to show you guys what it looks like for me in the morning to take a trade like this, here's the replay of literally this morning's trade inside of the kingdom where everyone copied me and did the same shit.
I'm selling this, see what happens. Oh, target 1. All right, well, this is what happens when you're patient. Ended up doubling that, and yeah, I'm gonna close this right here.
Well, that's one way to end the week.
I mean, it's not rocket science. Trading doesn't have to be rocket science, and I think that's where a lot of people struggle is they think that trading has to be rocket science, and they think there's all these formulas and plug this here, plug that there, and all the good guys got 15 indicators. No, they don't. They're just trying to sell you their indicators. Keep things simple. It doesn't have to be hard. Keep things simple. Simple, 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 simple is what pays. Simple is what plays. It's just what it is, man. It's been that way for years, and the best traders keep things simple. They don't mark up their chart with 300 things. They do one simple strategy. They stick to it. If it doesn't work, oh well, I'll come back tomorrow. I'm not going to let this stress me out for the week. Simple as that. Try it. Keep things simple. See what happens for you. I think you guys are going to be very excited with the outcome of that. But try it out for a few weeks and come back to this video. Let me know how it does for you. See you guys later, and peace.